Welcome to the Shades of Havana podcast, where we explore the rich history and culture of one of the world's most iconic cigar-making cities. Ybor City has been synonymous with premium cigars for over a century, thanks to the pioneering efforts of visionaries like Vicente Martinez, Ybor and Julius Caesar, J.C. Newman, and the countless families and businesses that followed in their footsteps. From the bustling cigar factories that once lined Ybor City streets, to the boutique shops and lounges that dot the city today, Tampa's cigar industry has left an indelible mark on the city's identity and character. Join us as we sit down with the industry experts, passionate enthusiasts, and local legends to uncover the stories, traditions, and innovations that have made Tampa Bay the cigar capital of the world. Whether you're a seasoned enthusiast or a curious newcomer, we invite you to light up, relax, and journey with us into the fascinating cigar capital of the world.
What are you smoking?
Welcome to Shades of Havana, with your host, David Zimmel. Shades of Havana was brought to you by celebrating their 75th anniversary, Porsche Tampa, the global leader in two-way cigar humidity control, Boveda Inc., award-winning air purifiers, Rabbit Air. Turn your garage or basement into the ultimate man cave with Man Cave King. When you're looking to purchase or refinance your home, fund your bliss at Bliss Mortgage. For the latest styles in golf and beach apparel, Fluke Apparel Company. And treasure awaits. Visit Tampa Bay.
Welcome to Shades of Havana. I'm here with my co-host Nick Foster. I'm David Zimmel. We're at the J.C. Newman Cigar Factory in Tampa, where we're celebrating their 128th anniversary. I am smoking a Julius Caesar, which is a medium to full, medium full, which is really a wonderful cigar. I'd like my guests to introduce themselves and tell us what they're smoking.
So I'm Nick Foster. I'm co-hosting here with David today. I'm smoking the Angel Cuesta, which is very delicious. First time having one from right here at J.C. Newman, so very enjoyable.
I'm Reinhold Widmayer, editor-in-chief of Cigar Journal Magazine. And I'm smoking a brand new cigar rolled here at the factory, Hotel Haya. That's coincides with where I'm staying. And here it was the first cigar factory in town.
All right, we're all very jealous of your find there.
Thank you.
Amazing hotel, and I'm Adam DePiro. I'm with Visit Tampa Bay, so I get to promote that hotel and talk about that beautiful hotel, Hotel Haya. I am smoking the Perla Del Mar Corojo, which is amazing. Thank you for the recommendation, Nick.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. So, Adam, let me just start off by saying, since we're here at the cigar factory, what does this mean to Tampa?
Oh, I mean, oftentimes our story when talking about our destination begins with Ybor City and the impact of the cigar rolling industry in the late 1800s, how it brought all these different immigrant groups to our destination. It really has become the fabric of our community. So you have influences from the Cuban, immigrants that came in, the Spanish, the Germans. So it's really, it differentiates us from so many other destinations in the state, so many other cities.
And this is a popular destination for visitors to come and tour the factory?
Absolutely. So more specifically, David, I work with the meetings and conventions. So we visit Tampa Bay, we promote with our partners like J.C. Newman and hotels and attractions and restaurants. We get to represent everyone within the county, and we promote our destination to visitors worldwide. So when we're out there doing that, I and my team, the team that I work with, we focus specifically on meetings and conventions. So all sizes, small events, boutique, hotels like the Hotel Haya, up to the big events like the Republican National Convention. And so the reason I'm saying this is when we're out on the road promoting our destination, we're always talking about the cigar culture, and we're taking cigar rollers with us on the road to enjoy and to talk about the history of the destination.
Excellent. And I know you had mentioned you've been there 10 years. Have you seen an influx of tourism in those 10 years to the area?
Absolutely. You know, the destination is hot. We're so fortunate. We have so many things working in our favor. The work that, you know, our partners and that Visit Tampa Bay do to promote the destination. It doesn't hurt when you have Tom Brady winning a Super Bowl in town. I know you're a Giants fan. I don't know how you feel about me saying that.
That makes two of us.
You can say Tom Brady all you want because we beat him twice. So
that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. But yeah, you know, we've received so much positive attention. You know, so many people want to move here. They understand now better than ever what the destination offers, and we offer it all. You know, you have the history and the culture, but then you got the beaches and you got the beautiful weather and you've got the attractions and great people.
So I'm going to throw another question at you and segue into a question for Reinhold as well. What do you find that demographic is that makes up that increase in tourism? Is it the younger folks, the people looking for the millennials looking for that experiential kind of trip somewhere?
Yeah, I'll tell you, it is all of it. But in my experience over the past 10 years with Visit Tampa Bay, definitely seen an increase in younger, entrepreneurial, recent graduates, you know, individuals that are interested in new business, tech startups. So it might skew a little bit younger than you think. In fact, when you research some of the accolades that we've received, you know, you'll see Forbes has recognized us as like the best tech startup emerging city in the U.S. So definitely young people, and my phone is ringing more than ever before with, you know, young recent graduates that say, hey, you know, I have friends that just moved to Tampa. I hear it's amazing. I want to be there too. You know, tell me more about it. Yeah.
And to that end, I think we were chatting a little earlier about how there's this influx of the new smoker into the cigar culture. You know, how do you see that playing out?
Well, like Adam said, it's the same in the cigar industry. There are a lot of young people coming into the cigar culture because they are trying to go in depth with their hobbies. A lot of people, younger people, are starting to cook more than the other generations did, or the last generation did. They're into their wines or spirits or coffee or cigars. So a lot of people take their hobbies seriously than before, and they try to educate themselves through magazines, not only the internet. So yes, we also see in our readership that a lot of young people are more interested in cigars.
You know, Adam, I'm staying at the Edition, and I was amazed at the construction going on just in that area alone. It's really unbelievable. I mean, just in that section right there. So, you know, the support, I guess, from the state on, you know, building this area up is, you know, must be very helpful.
So, you know, so thank you for bringing that up. So much private investment, and that area where you're staying is called Water Street, Tampa, and it's actually one of, if not the largest developments in an urban core in the United States. So, the story behind that, and the Edition Hotel is part of this investment. The owner of our Tampa Bay Lightning sports team, Jeffrey Vinnick, partnered up with Bill Gates' Cascade Investment Trust. So Bill Gates and Jeffrey Vinnick came together and quietly acquired over 50 acres of land in downtown Tampa. And it was undeveloped land. They recognized we're one of the few waterfront cities that had undeveloped land available. So they set out on quietly acquiring all this land and introduced what today is Water Street, Tampa, where you're staying. And there's going to be additional growth. Some of it is hospitality, like the Edition and the new JW Marriott. Other areas include a lot of residential growth, and that's really helped with the vibrancy and the activity levels and downtown Tampa. So residential, commercial, and you see all types of new retail, street level, retail dining. We're now a Michelin rated destination or Michelin city. So we have Michelin rated restaurants sprinkled in throughout that area. And the Edition is special because we're only the 5th US city to have an Edition hotel. And it was a goal of Jeffrey Vinnick and and Cascade Investment Trust strategic property partners to have a true luxury hotel. So it's really our first 5-star, 5-diamond luxury hotel right in the urban core.
And I also noticed that there's a lot of young people in that area.
Yes. Again, with that new retail and the entertainment and the dining, it's attracted so many new young people in that area downtown.
I feel like I'm the odd man out. I'm staying in an Airbnb and was woken up by 3 to 4 roosters this morning. So I guess that's old Tampa? Will that be old Tampa?
Oh, yeah. Driving in, Nick, I passed a few roosters.
All right.
Well, we can blame Rod for that.
Yeah, all right. Now we have a couple extras over at my place. So
nice.
Feel free to come and wrangle them. So question. So when we're talking about where this industry is going, what I'm seeing is, and what we've gleaned from some of the other folks that we've spoken to, is that experiential events, touring factories, touching, feeling, seeing, doing, is that something that you've been covering more in your publication?
Absolutely. And again, I think I said that before, I can't thank the Newmans enough for making the cigar culture available to the public by giving and offering them the experience of the tobacco. They're going to grow tobacco outside, I heard, or people can do that even. And then having a blending experience and a rolling experience, and people wanting to get married here. I think this is such an essential part of the cigar culture, to bring people in, to bring people together, and to explain to them how much work and how much passion goes into this product. That makes our work a little easier, because people are getting more interested in the product, and we do the rest. We go behind the scenes. We explain to them the history of the cigar families and the history of tobacco and what kind of tobacco there is out there. So yeah, we're working closely together on that.
Yeah, and I was teasing Adam about his choice of football teams, but I think it's akin to football commentary, right? When they used to just not really tell you that much about what's going on the field, and then you just watch the game and they kind of commentated a little bit. Now they get very in depth and what routes people are running and things like that. And I think the modern consumer yearns for that. They want to know more. They want to know, how was it made? What is that family's culture? What is that family's story that I'm smoking that cigar from? And I think, that's why, obviously on the written page, you get to put pen to paper and reflect a lot of that back to those consumers who are really looking for that.
Oh yeah, exactly. I don't know if you haven't been in the retail business 40 years ago, no. But now you are. 40 years ago or 30 years ago, people went into a cigar store and said, I want this brand and this size, and there wasn't not much available. Today they come in here and to your store probably and say, I want this brand, this format, I want this origin and this blend, and you're able to tell them, okay, this is what we have. So the consumer nowadays is much more educated than 20, 30, 40 years ago.
Excellent, and we'll keep that in mind as we hear a quick word from our sponsors.
Shades of Havana and Cigar Journal thank you for celebrating and watching our historical J.C. Newman 128th Year Anniversary Series. As a sign of appreciation, we'll give you a 1-year free subscription to the digital magazine. Access the best information on the global cigar world at Cigar Journal. Scan the QR code and apply the coupon code SOH23 Tampa prior to checkout.
What's up, everybody? Chris Payne here, CEO and founder of the Fluke Apparel Company. In honor of this historical event, the Fluke Apparel Company will be offering a nice little discount for all you Shades of Havana, you cigar enthusiasts, conversational enthusiasts. All you need to do is go to flukeapparelco.com and at checkout enter the letters SOH and you will receive a 15% off discount of your entire purchase. For those of you that don't know us, we are a beach and golf apparel company formed right here at the Jersey Shore, and we are excited for you guys to be a part of our family too.
Visit Tampa Bay.
Welcome back to Shades of Havana. I'm David Zimmel, along with my co-host Nick Foster. We have Adam and Reinhold. Adam, what would you say with this great facility here? You go out of your way to try to bring people through on tours and introduce them to what's here?
Definitely. We promote the J.C. Newman Museum and partner closely with the family. In my world, when we have events that come to the destination, sometimes we host high-profile industry events that bring event professionals that plan events worldwide, and they'll come to experience Tampa. And while they're here, we make it a point to showcase all that Tampa has to offer. And oftentimes we're offering a museum tour or a cigar rolling experience to our guests when they're in town, and inevitably it's a highlight. It's a memory that you can't create in other places. So, we'll do that when we're bringing guests to our destination, and then when we're out on the road promoting the destination. In fact, today we had a team member up in the Washington D.C. area at a golf tournament, and she brought hand-rolled cigars from Ybor City to distribute to golfers out in the golf course, and not only have them enjoy the cigar while they're out there, but to talk a little bit about our culture and our history and diversity in Tampa.
You've been doing this, you said, for 10 years. Do you find that there's more interest from people now to come and tour as opposed to when you first got started?
I think so. I think definitely, certainly there's the history here, and we have, landmark restaurants like our Columbia restaurant down here in Ybor City. But as awareness of our destination has increased, so has the familiarity and the awareness of our cigar history, in particular facilities like J.C. Newman here. Yeah.
Now, Reinhold, if you could talk a little bit about the direction that Cigar Journal is going in, what are some of the most popular segments, or where do you feel you get the most engagement, and how are you pushing that forward?
Well, I think that our core element of the magazine is certainly our blind tasting, and we do that a little bit different than other magazines or reviewers. We have a wide base of a panel. We have 80 panelists worldwide, and the number of cigars that we at least smoke for one review is probably higher than anybody else's. It makes it more complicated, but it gives us the confidence that we can recommend a cigar full-heartedly to our readers without being biased or one-sided or based just on two opinions. So that would be our core element. And of course, all the other segments that we have, be it describing cigar rings and the symbolism on those rings. I think people should pay more attention before they light up to what the cigar is trying to tell them. It's a very popular segment of our magazine, and then not to forget the interviews, the histories. We try to bring our readers on the backside, shedding the light on behind the curtain, what happens in the industry, Why do people do this and that? And what vision do cigar manufacturers have? So all these, we have a wide variety of segments. And people should check it out.
Yeah, we absolutely will. And I know, David, I just want to tell you, there's a waiting list to be a blind taster. So you gotta get with Reinhold.
No, we're going to leave that to you for sure, Nick. You would be much more effective than me. I can tell you that. Reinhold, do you feel that with the, of late, with the interest in cigars, that your readers, are they more younger people, middle-aged, older, or is it just varied all over the map?
We have we are 30 years old almost, and our printed magazine has a huge base globally. We print in 3 different continents at the same time, and we're a global magazine in 4 languages: English, Spanish, German, and Chinese.
Wow.
And what we did, because of the fact that so many young people are interested in cigars, we just came out with a digital version of our magazine. It's a clone of the printed, but on digital. And that's received pretty well, especially in the Asian market. That's why we also offering the magazine in Chinese. And yes, to answer your question, a lot of new people come in that are not so much more familiar with the paper and the haptic of the magazine. They like to swipe into, whatever.
Swipe and click, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I hear you. Well, Adam, question for you. When do you like to enjoy it? What's your perfect setting to enjoy a cigar?
This is great. I can't think of a better way to wrap up a long week than just sitting here having conversations. So me personally, when I enjoy cigars, I like it to slow down. You're talking about going digital and the information available, especially with younger people. And I think it's so great. And I love that you said earlier, you compared it, I think, to cooking and to where people can explore and get really knowledgeable about a topic. So there's so much out there. There's so much information. What I really appreciate is slowing down and sitting down and having a great conversation, enjoying a cigar, maybe a little scotch, a little cognac, a little something with a cigar. But that's what I like to do. So, a Friday afternoon after work, sitting down with family, friends, talking. That's what I enjoy.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Reinhold, I just want to say on behalf of Shades, we really appreciate your involvement. We know it was really, unfortunately, you had a long wait on the tarmac, unfortunately, but we really appreciate you coming out and introducing us to J.C. Newman and giving us this opportunity. It was really wonderful. It was really eye-opening to what goes on in the hand rolling and the different cigars. So it's very much appreciated. We thank you very much.
Gladly. When I first saw one of your shows, I was stunned by the quality of the videography and the quality of the show. And I thought, wow, these guys do it right. So
well, thank you for that.
Let's work together.
Well, thank you very much. We really appreciate that. We really do.
And can I say it's just been a real honor to join you. Thank you for having me with you today. And I have to say it, but come visit Tampa. Come here, experience all this for yourself, please.
Well, I will say, based on what I've seen in the short time that I've been here, it's really upcoming, and there's a lot to do here. So,
thank you.
I would encourage everyone to come and enjoy.
Thank you.
And certainly stop at J.C. Newman and have a cigar.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Absolutely. And one of our focuses on this show, obviously, is to really concentrate on the community around cigars. And I think, that's something that, by you were talking about your coworker bringing cigars to a golf tournament, right, in D.C., that's kind of taking that same ethos and putting that in a blanket over all of Tampa. And do you see that works very well for you?
Absolutely, yeah. Individuals may know Tampa. They think of sunshine. They think of the beaches. They think of palm trees, but they might not know that we have this rich history. So it absolutely works to be able to talk about the impact that this industry had when Don Vicente Ybor came to Tampa and set up shop here back in the late 1800s. It like I said, it differentiates us, and it's interesting, and it's something that both young and older want to learn more about.
And then for you, Reinhold, I would say, as you go on this journey with us, and we've done some great segments, where would you like to see us focus on moving forward, and who would you like to see us talk to, and where would you like to see us go with this?
I think you're absolutely on the right path. I know you did a segment with women. Mm-hmm. I think that's so important. We as a magazine try to promote the Global Cigar Women's Association, and I see more and more not only women or female consumers coming into the industry or to the culture, but also manufacturers. It's unbelievable how many ladies there are that shape the cigar industry nowadays, gladly. And so I think, more rounds, more segments with women, with ladies, more places, more manufacturers. You do a great job.
Thank you.
Well, the other thing too, I want to say, Nick is extremely knowledgeable and much more knowledgeable than me. But when we started the Shades, we focused on like politics and sports. But to me, I think the value is for the people interested in cigars to really learning about the different types of cigars there are, the hand rolling, the history. So I think that is much more valuable to the average cigar smoker than just the politics and the sports.
Exactly, and then also combining cigars with other good things in life, like eating and chocolates and spirits or coffee, or we did pairings with tea, or fruit juices, fresh pressed fruit juices, wonderful. So there are a lot of aspects to the cigar smoking hobby that are interesting, and I'm sure you'll cover it all.
Oh, yeah. Well, in my stores, we've done pairings with rum, we've done pairings with coffee. We've brought in music, we've brought in comedy. Tomorrow night, we have a DJ coming in spinning vintage vinyl, all reggae and soul. So, cool. Those are all things that are on the periphery of cigar smoking that we feel bring people into the fold, and those are things that I also enjoy. So I like layering those on top of cigars. So there you go. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for being with us here today in this historic building. And thanks to the J.C. Newman family for having us. And as always, David, take it away.
What are you smoking?
Shades of Havana with your co-hosts David Zimmel and Nick Foster, and special guests Reinhold Widmayer and Adam DePiro. Co-producers John P. Doyle, Steve Zimke, and Karen Guayardo. Producers David Zimmel and Erwin Sternberg. Executive producers Sean Sternberg and Michael R. Doyle. Directed by Rod Weber. Created by Michael R. Doyle and Rod Weber. Camera and sound Josh Reamer, Oscar R. Urdaneta, and Rod Weber. Editors Steve Zimke, Rod Weber. Special thanks Charles Rodriguez, Big Boy Media Group, The Detour Duo Tony and Sarah, travel content creators, thedetourduo.com. Senior Editor-in-Chief of Cigar Journal, Reinhold Widmayer, co-founder of West Tampa Tobacco, Ricky Rodriguez, and the J.C. Newman Cigar Company for allowing us to capture history at the J.C. Newman Cigar Company warehouse in Tampa, Florida. Shades of Havana was brought to you by Tampa Porsche, Bovita, Rabbit Air, Man Cave King, Bliss Mortgage, Fluke Apparel Company, and Visit Tampa Bay. Shades of Havana and Cigar Journal thank you for celebrating and watching our historical J.C. Newman's 128th year anniversary series. Access the best information on the global cigar world, everything that happens in the premium cigar industry, news, launches, personalities, awards, and above all, our cigar rankings and blind tastings. Scan the QR code where you will receive a free 1-year digital subscription to Cigar Journal. Our sponsors' websites and phone numbers are also provided in the show notes. When you visit our sponsors, you're helping them and helping our show. And if you enjoy Shades of Havana, we hope you tell your friends and give us a great rating wherever you get your podcasts. All opinions expressed by the Shades of Havana participants are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Shades of Havana, Inc., a subsidiary of MRD Productions, LLC. Shades of Havana is an MRD production.